Now return to Anno 1800. Alright. Time to leave this island behind for a bit.
Your people are rioting.
Without access to a nearby police station.
I got a bone to pick with you.
Riot chance increased. Hi. No riot chance here. Low fire chance. Nobody's unhappy. We don't appear to have an issue with the newspaper. What the fuck? Okay, well, God, just when I thought I was out. Okay, well that's right next door. So let's go take some bricks. Where's my damn ship? Go quell that rebellion, and then we'll probably just delete it. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and delete this. I think, yeah, -2. Nobody's coming here, and this is just keeping. This is costing me money, so we'll get all that back. We'll come back to do this another time. Anyway, what I was gonna do was turn this all into.
These are fluid dynamics.
I guess the brick to make it match everything else. There. Now it matches the theme of the island anyway. And yeah, we'll perhaps come back someday and either expand this or shrink it or something. It was probably too big and ambitious to begin with, but I really don't want to spend more time here. It's balanced enough as is. So apparently, once you get steamships, you can have tankers, and that allows you to transfer oil so that you can have electricity. So maybe someday we'll expand that over here and give these guys their penny farthings. For now, I'm not going to worry about it. What I will do, though, is... That's weird. I mean... There's no reason for there to be a riot.
The people celebrate your leadership.
It's weird. You know what, you can just have it. Plenty. And then, I don't really want to destroy... I mean, it'll regrow the trees eventually. Would you come back here? We're going to probably want to take some things with us. Let's see, artisan residents, engineers, skyscrapers... Public moorings. Artisans and engineers. See, okay, now... This is weird. Increases happiness, but also chance of riots. That's bizarre. Museum. So engineers, investors, okay. Because I was thinking I would do that here eventually, but changed my mind. We'll just come grab it out of you. Where we go, and then we will go deal with the new world. The new capital, I should say. It's so weird.
That fish pie smells good, lads.
How long does this take? Alright. Alright, so let's see. Engineers, investors, we'll take
Your
that.
streets are safe again.
Good. I do want to put a museum on that. Take those with me. Animal farms, pubs, variety theater. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do the tourism here or not, but we'll take you. Again, I don't see that as being something I should use. I think I should leave that here. Okay, pretty sure you got some stuff I can take with me. Alright. So, this is all. Riot chance. None? Okay. I guess if that recurs, we'll just come back.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Another place I could put that instead? Not really. Unless I wanted to move some of those houses down, maybe. Anyway, we're done here. Fine. Just out of curiosity. Wrong one. Okay, we got plenty of stuff here. I guess I could bring some windows with me, actually. We'll need those eventually. I do have a lot of windows. Shipyard. Yeah, well, I'll send some of this other stuff back with me eventually. Cloth industries, museum stuff, botanical gardens. Harbor Master. All right, let's just bring a bunch of windows. It'll eventually help me. Cape Trelawney, Crown Falls. All right. So now we leave that to do its thing, and we begin preparations for this. Let's move this out of the way. Just draw a line. Let's come in. Effectively take all this and just move it over here. The whole town 5 miles this way. Alright. So, now I don't think I want. Tell you what. We'll have one buffer row along the way there. And then we're going to expand upward like this. Okay, so the thinking here, I'm going to sort of base the layout roughly on Savannah, Georgia, or Old Town, Savannah, Georgia. Specifically the Oglethorpe plan. I've used that before, I think, as an inspiration in other games, maybe SimCity. I really like it. It's really unique. Really interesting. Go back here and see if I can't copy. That is the wrong... No, we were in the right area, just the wrong island. Okay. So this needs to basically be double-double. So anyway, to that end, I'm going to use much larger blocks And then I guess maybe we'll reconstruct that too. Anyway, so it's like double, 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 double. Wrong one. Nope, 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 nope. What the hell am I doing? Okay, so consider that on the so I guess actually it would go here? Unless... Nope, nope, nope. So we could have a small streak on the inside. But I think we can use that. Alright. So basically then it will be utilizing this as the first part of it. Then I just double the road. Okay, I get you. Oh. Be like a so. And it'll be like, nope. It'll be like that. Then double. Okay. Okay. So we'll have it go towards a big central area. And I'm not really sure what I want to do with that. I don't think I want it to be... I mean, it could be the same setup going to the World's Fair, because I won't be doing it here, which means I don't know what I would be doing here. Maybe we could... What would this look like? This area. Well, it would be off because it's even. But we could spread it out. Maybe. So I could do, like, I could do a centerpiece here, change the centerpiece of this town. But for here, here, there. For here, I could do something different. Okay, so the way this kind of works... hold on.
The people celebrate your
I did
leadership.
it here. I have to draw this. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we do like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then that gives me a real awkward space. So what we actually want to do is pull it back like that. But then that doesn't work here. So, okay. So it has to be fronted on that side. All right. So it has to be like that. And then if we do on this side, like 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we do 1, 2, 3. That brings that here, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That brings here, and so then this becomes a tree line. And then we basically just kind of flop it back and forth that way, which would work. Would you go away? Would we do this up here? Like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay. So that could put that road there, which could then give me the double road here. That would then allow like the centerpiece to be right there. Let's see, because were I to do that, that would take out a chunk there. Because that's like right there. Yeah, so that becomes part of the central plaza, which is fine.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Anyone missing anything from being so far away? Okay, yeah, it is missing that. Neglected that part. Do that for now. Okay. So it would be taking out a chunk there for it to be run up here, unless I wanted to move that around. But shares back from okay. Okay, and while I'm thinking about this too, while I'm fucking around, oh, never mind. never mind.
You'll
never
make
mind.
a killing on this, I promise.
An escort quest. Okay.
Got to do what we can to get by. Stations!
All right. Because I think that's about where that is. Go make sure on that. So that's where that would be. So yeah, at least there. That lines up with that, and then that. And one again. So it would go to here, then it would go to here. Okay. What I can do is I can turn this into a canal. Which is how we're going to play that. Yes. All right. So, for those unfamiliar with Savannah, Georgia, basically it has these wards. And these wards are sort of a mixed-use thing, where it has rows of residential, usually in like row houses or whatever, and then it surrounds a central square, and then it has either like commercial buildings or city buildings, something like, you know, the church there or whatever. And so that's how I'm planning on sort of redoing all of this. So, now, you know what, we'll start new and then we'll put down. Alright, so this, putting that here would probably be good. And then we're looking at maybe another one up here. For now, that'll work here. That's not what I wanted there. So we'll do like that. Guess. And then, let's see, what needs do these guys have? They also need to have that pub. So I guess we could put the pub here. Let's see, what else do they... Just that. Okay. And then we'll build it up and make it more complex over time. Yeah, that'll be good. Because we'll also need a fire area over here. And eventually, you know, we'd need like a church, and the church... Okay. How's that? That's better. Okay, that covers it. So the church can go up here. In fact, we'll just go ahead and put that up there now. Okay. Let's get that pub down. Guess I could put that on the main road. So otherwise it's going to be kind of weird. Maybe... maybe facing the... it'd be probably more appropriate to have it facing... Well, like there's never going to be anything over here, so the closer I put it over here, the more we're wasting space.
Time to leave.
Okay. So I guess we could put it here. Or even here works fine as well. Alright, fine. Put that there. Okay. So I'm not planning on making these purely symmetrical, because as you can see, like this extends out enough that we would not be able to put a square there. So, like the middles will shift, and that's kind of how Savannah itself is as well. I would like to use the steampunk theme, but we're not there yet. So let's just use this. That's kind of how Savannah is
Ship
as well,
under
because
attack.
they've reconstructed. Okay, I couldn't even see it. It spawned in the middle of me. Yeah, they've reconstructed the old city and whatnot several times, and they've changed buildings and modernized some buildings and stuff. It's a really neat looking area. I've never been there, but you can see it from Google Maps. So it looks cool to just kind of dip in and just maybe like shift some things around so it's not perfect, but it's gonna work. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna grab these people. Put them in. Ah, right, okay. And another thing that this layout allows for is that there's going to be spaces. So I'm going to be throwing in quite a lot of green spaces, which is also a part of what makes it look so nice. So, I don't know. Like, I don't want to keep overusing this. That is, it is nice, but I don't think I'll put it there. What I think I'll do is I'll put it down these middle strips. Maybe I should have more cut-throughs.
People celebrate your leadership.
Maybe I should have more cut-throughs. Because more cut-throughs means more opportunity for the lines to match up there. So we'll do that. Okay. So I've got these, I think just by default I had set all these to like fishing town stuff, but this is going to be the capital. So how do we want these to look? That's the inverted. I'm not a huge fan of that. We got brick on the other. Let's see, what am I using, actually? Go back. There we go. Okay, so here I've chosen, I guess, just regular. Mostly, I think, because I wasn't planning on keeping any of these. Did I have any over here?
I'll boost to that.
These are all workers. I guess I'm using typical. Okay, well, but like this theme is the brick theme. This island is all brick theme, and then this island is all old theme. What am I doing for this, though? Inverted? Okay, so I'm using inverted here to represent sort of the old theme. And then on all these other fishing villages... Well, not that one. But these, I use the fishing village theme, which is colored. The color theme, because that is... it's got the boats and stuff. So I guess that leaves... There is actually a brick theme. Okay. I guess I just never used it.
Oh, I'm always busy, Duck. A field don't tend itself.
Okay, so there is even a brick theme for this island that I just never used. Oops. So, like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to use. Let's see. Where would? Okay, so these guys, that's artisan. Okay, so that's normal. That's brick. It's colorful. That's kind of cool. Inverted. Old residence. Okay, that's the old town thing. And then there's the Victorian skin. I could use Victorian. I don't think everything has Victorian, though.
You reach the limits of the
not
possible.
not you. Artisan. That's not what I was after.
Oh, I must write that
Worker. Okay, there is worker Victorian, but there's no Victorian for the thing here that we could go pirate. No, we won't do that. I guess colorful is kind of... And then what about engineers? Engineers have the nightlife, which I might like to use. I was actually thinking about changing the day cycle so that it actually went. Festive skin, that's a little garish. You do colorful on the island there. I wish they had just used a theme for everybody, you know? Why would they put the themes in but not make it applicable to everybody? It's a weird choice. Not the way we want to go. Here. So I guess it can be Fisher Village. We do have something different. We do have something different going on over here where I use the Victorian. And so I guess we'll use the Victorian, and I guess we can keep that. Did this have a different skin? It did. Old Inn, Eldritch. Okay. Well, we can at least do some of that. This one. If that's how we're going to go, that's how we're going to go. Once we get to... Maybe we'll modernize and do something else. Once we get them to engineering and etc. Because what I would like to do is not have... I mean, if I really am going to make a big old city, I would like it so that I could maybe separate some of these. So, like, when we do start putting farms down, which we'll probably put over here, or something, I don't know, then we could put the farmer houses nearby and be fine there in some village-looking thing. But we can theme it differently elseways. Oops. Oh, we took some road with us there. Okay. We'll leave this front area here for development. Maybe extending the docks and maybe putting some industry. I mean, it ends up being a lot, doesn't it? Like my own little town, you know, my town, this Bright Sands or whatever. This is far more ambitious than I actually ended up needing. Like, what is our population on this island? Total population 3,500. So it's comparable to this, but still, like, just way too big. Way too big. Well, this will probably be overly ambitious. That's okay, because what I would like to do is not just have the big square here. I would like to also do it within these areas. So like when we have the museum, and what else is there? There's the palace, there's the World Trade Fair, there's it's an airship area. I don't know, there's a bunch of shit. Like there's some can't even think. It's like a research institute, I think. Bunch of stuff. So we'll be able to fill in some areas, and by having these extra spaces and stuff, I think it'll look nice. We'll fill in. Okay. Keep that going. It's really weird that I got that riot on an island that was happy. I don't understand why that happened. Can you do that? Can you like sabotage your enemies and make them do that? Maybe. Okay. Well, so like this is covering these guys just fine. So another thing that is true to the real life savannah is that just because these were set aside as like civic areas or commercial areas, there are also actual houses that got moved in and stuff. So whoops. So we could utilize them as other spaces for houses and the like. I could even spread this out. In fact, we will need some other things here soon, maybe. Like a hospital. I could fit right across the way there. Or this actually seems to have quite the range. But I don't really want to put it there. Okay, but this actually works out. To put it maybe here? Well, not really. Not really. I would rather have it actually touching roads on both sides, because we're going to do the tree lining thing here. And did I just do, like, is it just tree? Tree space with gardens, which it looks alright. I guess we could just do that. We will need school and okay. Well, we'll just leave these areas for now to be filled in and added to this with like park. Kind of a downside of the size that I'm using here. Let's not concern ourselves with that at the moment. Let's go ahead and anticipate what I was saying up here.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Do something like this. Goes to there. Okay, so it doesn't do that. Does not cut in like that. Okay. So like obviously here we've broken the pattern. That's fine. Work around it. Okay, and because we're chopping into that, we're not going to have an extra line up here. Now the problem with putting a canal this way, though, is that I can't cross over it. Can't use these bridges. I guess well, yeah, because it's gonna eat into. How did I do this? Yeah, so it's actually four. It's actually 4 wide. If I wanted to have those, and these footbridges you can't even really cross anyway. But that was just a different idea than this double lane. Let's see. We'll come in here.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Um,
The people celebrate your leadership.
I guess we can just keep it that way. Okay. So it goes something like that. Is it the same over here too?
Don't even mind.
Essentially is, yeah. Only here we did it opposite so I could put the signs. I see. And also this. That seems way bigger. I mean, it shouldn't be. That's where that line would be. Now let's see. I'll do some adding up here. But anyway. So I guess then maybe if I want to copy that idea, I should flip these around then. Stuff. What in the hell? Okay. Weird. let's not do that. I think I see where it was going wrong. Last. Damn it all. All right, and then do something there. I don't know. That is too many. We don't want it to cross that many times.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Something like that. I don't know. We'll figure out the proper spacing. It might actually look better to have the crossing there and then like a unified one there and then this, and then I don't know how that's going to fit. But anyway, yeah, something like that. So we've maintained the grand way. But I'm thinking that maybe like if we do this canal thing, we can maybe surround the areas with it. We could crunch this down somehow. Change the shape of it. Let me just see what this would look like. So if I did that, and then I did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like 1, 2, 3. And you're gonna get a weird gap in there no matter what. Although, doing like that means you wouldn't need that, because then you got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then that allows you to do that tree line thing. Oh, well, I've done that wrong. I've done that wrong. Okay, well, I don't know. I will do something here. If let's see. Oh, so that's the middle range there. Now, fuck it, I don't know. I might just actually end up moving this a little bit or reshaping how that works. But we are on this 21 grid thing, which is still based upon the 10 by 10. It's just I doubled up the road there, and the only reason I did that was because of that. All right, well, I'll recalculate my roads and figure out. Well, I guess I did. I guess I did have a road across every 10. All right, well, we can do that here too, I suppose. Fine, whatever, whatever. Okay. Well, anyway, that's the idea. So we'll continue, shuffling all this stuff over here and get it going. And need to send you guys back home. Oh. Shit.
Fleet embarking.
I forgot all about that. I thought it was just going to take care of itself. Whoops.
New orders,
Well,
Admiral.
I mean, it's too late now. We're absolutely not going to make it down there.
Steady her course.
Way too late. Well, I'm sure there will be other opportunities. Get the fuck out of the way, you idiots!
couldn't have turned out any better.
Oh, we didn't. Okay, okay.
Make sail!
We didn't have to get there. That's nice, I guess. Anyway, right. So we'll do some reshuffling. I need to get these other islands up and running. I think this one is self-sufficient now. Yeah. So I need to get like wheat here so that it can trade with the other ones so that they can start making their own beer at home, and then that'll allow them to boost and we can expand them. For what reason, I'm not really sure. Honestly, we have way too many goddamn people on these islands. But yeah, we'll just expand them up, expand them out, and this is probably going to be too big. I may need to rethink this because this is going to be enormous. Like this already is going to be huge, and then we're going to double it here, and then possibly put something on the other side. Maybe
Ceasefire has ended.
Maybe I don't want to do like this kind of grid. You know, where you've got the one section, one section, one section, one section. Maybe it would be better to have like the one section, and then just a big long section along the back. Because there's no freak. This is what we need, right? This is what we need to fulfill the 500 people request. And then we need 500 inventors on top of that. For engineers and artisans. Oh. Okay, so no, like even with this is what we need basically to fulfill the capital city.
Leadership.
And as much fun as it would be to later expand this into a mega city, I'm not convinced entirely that we need to do that. So actually what I could maybe do is cut some of this short. Well, maybe not up here, but like I could move some of this up here so that I could then put like the museum here or something. And so like have the one section here, one section here, one section here, and then have something big up along the back where maybe that's where I do the palace. That could be fun. Because I think this is just way too damn big. It's a little too ambitious. This island is huge as it is anyway, but I mean there's no need, I don't think. I'm not really sure what the campaign requirements are going to be after all this, but I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here. So maybe I'll reconsider. Like even using just this front as an industrial base, I think actually it would be better. Like it looks cool, sure, but having all those big buildings and stuff up front. But I think it's actually better to have all of that self-contained, so that your warehouses and whatnot are right next to the industries that you need. Like we're going to have a big area up here for industry, no doubt. Probably here as well. What we're going to do about the farms and junk, I don't even know. But yeah, maybe I'm getting a little crazy with this. Because even if I did just one row on bordering on that, that would be pretty
A scattering of blossom.
substantial. Thank you. Yeah, maybe we'll scale this back. I like the idea of a mega city, but I don't know. I don't know if we need to go that far. Then again, I could just do it for the hell of it. Maybe. Anyway, I'll end this one here. I'll see you next time.